we have the challenges and we still keep going. And then we see the reward of our pushing, be it a child that comes into the world or anything else. Okay? So we are going to hear about we're going to hear about building global alliance, and let me just say thank you to you also, because you kept the time. We've actually made up the time. I know you may have swallowed too hard to get the food down, but you've kept the time, ladies. Please, just congratulate yourself. You've really, I love food so much, like an ogre. So, to remember. Ambassador Missy. She's going to come and deliver for us.
Yeah, let me see. Sorry, I apologize.
She delivered yesterday in a powerful way, but her agenda yesterday was slightly different. So again, another demonstration of multitasking, multi-excellence. Building global alliance and women's economic empowerment. Money, finance, so we can do what we need to do, delivering on that growth. Okay, while she is getting together what she needs to get together, I want to point out a lady in this room. I know I said I would do it at the end, Professor, but I'm doing it now because so please come forward. So recognize this lady. See how small she is? You would be so shocked. You would be so shocked as to what this lady has started. She was supposed to not be in this country right now. She is off to the United Nations. She's put off her travel till tomorrow so she can be here. Okay? Listen, pause with it. An international organization called Luan, leaders of all nations international. Is that right? Listen to me. They nominated me for an award the other day. I still trying to get my head around it. When I went to be part of that, to receive that, I see something like 180 people. What is this? What is this? 500 and something. I said, excuse me. And then they invite me to the meeting. When I go to the meeting, Ambassador this of this country, Her Highness. I thought, whoa, hang on. Who is she? I thought, no, I need to see this woman because she's looking small and now I'm better in person. She is. But look at what this lady has started. No, there is a reason why Ambassador Lucy was getting herself together. Please just come and tell them who you are. Please.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate, as you can see, I'm just speechless, and I'm so thankful as well. Like what she said, I'm supposed to be participating in United Nations headquarters in New York, but I just told her that I'm going to delay and then just to make sure that I'm here. So my name is Professor Caroline Makaka. I'm the founder of Leaders of All Nations International. We're represented in 187 countries around the world. We work with different leaders from around the world. And the most important thing is to support each other, to empower each other. Like I always say that we all have a gift, but a gift is called a gift only if you share it. So I just encourage each and every one of us that whatever gift that you have, just share it. And I always say that share your gift to the world that is waiting for a change that we are creating. Every day we have an opportunity to create a change just like today. So thank you so much. And I want to thank my sister who represented me as well. Thank you so much. Thank you for representing. And that's what it's all about, sisterhood. We support each other through our strength and success and trust.
I mean, I've said it all. And I've just been blown away by everybody so far, actually, and the genuine love, the genuine support. And I think, one is a good example of that coming together, the impacts that we can make when we come together as one. And there's just so much more to come. World, watch this space. Women change, action, impact. We are coming for you. And so I'm looking forward to Ambassador Lucy's speech as well. So, get comfortable, people.
Thank you so much, ladies. It wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here. So thank you.
Okay, so some of you were there yesterday, so you did not hear from this amazing lady, but you're going to hear from her today. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you very much.
You'll get familiar with digital, of course. So please tell what to do. So, okay. Amazing women, beautiful, bold, unbelievable, unapologetic, outstanding, and brave women of substance. That is what we all are. I know sometimes we don't spend more time to give ourselves the honor because our life is so busy. We're rushing and we rush out. We are always in hurry. Yes. But you know what? I've decided from this year, no more rushing. I take my time. I walk majestically. Yes. I make sure people notice me. Yes. And I give you the haircuts that you never forget. So I was given that as part of the work I do with UN Women. So it's to look at the work we've done around creating peace, creating justice, giving other people voice, giving other people platform to be able to create understanding. So the organization is based in US. I don't even know that somebody nominates me and I was surprised they gave to me. I said, am I pleased? Because they call me troublemaker, you know. So maybe it's a troublemaker in a peaceful way. So my name is Ambassador Lucia, as a CEO, Black Female Entrepreneur Organization. I'm also the founder of Lucia Azar Foundation. They call me AKA Madam CEO. And I'm here today to actually talk about building global alliance for women economic empowerment. This word means so much to me because we are in a global war. And sometimes we from the ethnic minority, we always think people need to create platforms for us. We always complain. It's nice to complain when you have a solution to what you are complaining about. Because when you complain and you don't come up with solution, what can make that thing better, then we become a whiner. And that's why most of the time, even though we complain from attitude, nobody listens to us. Because we don't come, you have to be a critic friend with solution. I hope I'm able to do this. Okay, let's go. Let's go. My name, I think I just click on it.
Okay, click and roll. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Click and roll. Like, what's that lady that said, roll it? Yeah. Is it there? What's the okay. Click and I found a black female entrepreneur existed for so much more time. But I think it's my legacy that I've built in Greenwich because I've been in the lottery sector going to 22 years from one organization to another. I was honored by the Queen before she passed away. I was given one of the Platinum Jubilee Queen Award. I was also honored by my borough. I'm going to give a big shout out to my councillor, Councillor Amani from the Greenwich Borough. I always call her that she's my, what's it called, a pata pata. You need a pata pata, Mario Makeba. When you're doing something, nobody there to tell you you're doing it right and always showing up. She's my pata pata. And I want to give a big shout out. In fact, this presentation today, I'm glad we came today, is to honor the work you've done. And so we set up this organization to support women in business. Not just women in business, but women that want to make change about their life. I was speaking to my sister some minutes ago, and I said, starting up a business is not products, not just products, services. Sometimes we miss the plan that services are also businesses. And that is the most easiest business to start because you don't need no capital. Because the services you provide is you. It's your confidence, it's yourself. You see those people that are speaking here, that's money. If they should tell you, just speaking is money. You advising people, you providing people that platform, advocate for people, those are services. Sometimes we have that services and we're not using it. So those services that go and see if you produce products, find out how you can teach, how you can turn that product that you're doing into transferable skill and it becomes the services and you don't need the capital to run it. It's just you using your gifted talents to do it. The changes in global economy, rapid digital transformation, talk about digital today, expansion of global trades and networking, the need for inclusive economic participation. Digital is now part of our life and it's changing. There's different one coming. I think you can see some of the robots. Very soon now we start having robots that's competing, having trade with us here. It's a joke, it's not a joke. Restaurants are now using robots. I have a restaurant. I do a partnership with my husband. We have a restaurant, Lalu Catering in Greenwich. And you can see how digital, some restaurants in China are using robots to do services. To tell you how rapid it is going. And sometimes I feel sorry for our young people because they are not understanding what's happening. Although they understand it's digital, but they don't know how fast it is and how you need to start building up those skills that God has given to you. Because those skills are the ones that will make you stand out, different from the robots. Because the robots is not created by God, so they don't have no gifts, except the one that man has been put on them. So the way the digital economic is going, we need to also help ourselves to be smart about it. Don't leave behind. Oh, like our sister just said, she said life Instagram. Some people say, oh, I don't think I can do it. When digital is actually getting itself into the society that we are, we need to align ourselves with it. Because that is the tomorrow that we are saying. And if you don't create your business to tweak, I always say to people, oh, this funding is out there, but the funding, it's not in line with what I'm supposed to do. I said, tweak your business. You need to tweak. We need to tweak our business into this rapid digital transformation. What does the digital world say? How do we make sure that our business aligns with it? Expanding global trade. That's what we're doing here. Some of you come from far. Some of us are beginning to go back home.
if you are not beginning to think about going back to Africa to do something, you are behind. You are behind. Because that is the new big economy. They have the raw material, they have the manpower, they have the resources, and they have the labor. So if you are not beginning, don't wait to say, can I go on my own? Team up. That's why we have this gathering. Who aligned with you? Where's that my sister talk about the Scooby-Doo squad? Yeah. She's not here today. You missed out yesterday. I'm not going to say anything about the Scooby-Doo. If you're not here, you don't hear it. The Scooby-Doo squad, you need to look for who is your Scooby-Doo squad. Pick it from anywhere. And we need to learn to start trusting each other. Because we cannot get into that global expansion if we don't trust each other. We need to learn to do that. We need to be, the need for inclusive economic participation. Let's talk about policy. We complain about policy. But sometimes we need to be in that room so that that room will recognize you. If you're not on the table, you are the dinner. So you need to be in that space. You need to make yourself relevant. You need to study. You must not go to school to study. I homeschool myself. I have 3 autistic children. And my first one, I homeschooled him throughout. And he's doing well. And my second one was homeschooled, year 10, went back to school. My God, when I said, I was schooling. I don't need to be, although I went to read to become a specialist for children, especially, but you need my time of actually looking into different things help me. We need to read, you need to listen to news. And some of us say, oh, news is wrong. Pick what you need to pick from the news. You need to be current. You need to be current to be able to, for you to be inclusive in that economic participation. How do you participate? If you are not current with what is happening, you can't participate. I need to know how to do this, you know. Okay, am I going back forward? Okay. The key pillar of women empowerment is entrepreneurship and innovation, skill and leadership. One of the key, entrepreneurship and innovation, skill and leadership. You can see I put a slide here. These are the group of women at Africa where we run sewing classes with. Sometimes some of us, we think getting skill is attending all those 10,000 pound workshop. You know what we organize workshops, some people don't like to go because you're not paying nothing for it. A time will come where you will not see some of this workshop again. Yes. Because then you have to pay to attend those workshops. But maybe then the money is not there. So people want to go to the £1 million. Somebody telling you how to make £1 million and is still standing in front of you, you will be in a jet. You know, I don't go to those workshops. Because if you can come and have a conversation with me telling me how to make million, if you have made $1 million, you will not be sitting in the same room with me. Because your class will change. So I said your local entrepreneur, your off-license shop around you, go and learn from them. Because they've been in the business for how many years? 40 years, 30 years. They understand the economy, they understand the environment. Entrepreneurship is key. You can see now, you go on TikTok, everybody is a business owner. Everybody is selling. Whether they are dancing, they are selling, because they're getting coin. That's entrepreneurship. Like I said, it's not about products. So people are just talking, just go in there and say, I love scrolling TikTok. Because when I scroll TikTok, I begin to see the vast knowledge of how people are becoming innovative. They are creating their own space. Those people on TikTok, the big media will never give their space. The TV house will never give their space. Even their local newspaper will never give their space. But they understand what TikTok means. The platform that he has created for them, they now innovated their idea to suit him. And not just innovating that idea, they have the skill. What skill do you have? Those are the questions I'm going to ask ourselves. You need to ask yourself that question. What skill do I have? Spend time. You know, I spend every day. I was speaking to somebody that I said the best time my brain work is 2 a.m. I don't know what time your brain work. You need to know when your brain work. Because if not, you'll be doing the wrong thing. You will end up not being innovative at all. You don't have that creative idea. My brain work 2 a.m. and I walk around it. And I create time that I sleep. I know some people say it's not healthy, but I need, because I say I have 3 autistic children, so there's a possibility that I'm autistic too. There's a possibility I'm not. So you need to look at the time that your brain can actually create things. Study yourself. Do a skill audit on yourself and see what are the talent, what are the skills I have, what time do I function properly, what time do I think properly, what time is the environment that I am that can create that place for me to start thinking. Then you now start creating ideas. They have this skill of confidence, skill of public speaking. Everybody should train themselves to be public speaking. You must be. Start small. Stay in your mirror when you're taking your bath. I don't know if anyone does that. I do that a lot. Before I even come here this morning, when I was taking my bath, I went to the mirror and I was trying to see how I'm going to walk, how I'm going to step in. You need to learn to do that. So that's because your mirror is your audience.
Yes.
Practice. Leadership. Every one of us have the spirit of leader. But just that we do not know how to cultivate that spirit. Every one of us can be a leader. But what kind of leader do you want to be? You need to ask yourself, am I the leader that supports other leaders? Am I the leader that creates ideas? Am I the leaders that actually motivate other people, mentor other people? So you're not only, there are some leaders that will be the president, just like you have president, you have prime ministers. There are some leaders that is their role. But you have different leadership portfolio. Then you begin to ask yourself, where do I fall in? So that it does not mean that I'm a leader and I'm in charge. There are different types of leaders. There are some leaders that are not in charge, but they are the gatekeeper leaders. Those ones, you need to be nice to them. If not, you're not getting anywhere. When you go somewhere, you meet like the security people. You don't say hello to them. But you know if you come back home, you understand. You don't greet the security man. You're not entering. You come with attitude. At that particular time, that security man is the leader of the gates. So what type of leader are you? We all have a role to play. And also the leader in terms of development. We need to develop our leadership skill. Not just, I'm a leader, I start up a business. We learn every day. Some of us spend our time just because we learn one thing and we forget about it. You don't know you need to upgrade. And I tell people, you upgrade your phone, you upgrade your dressing, you upgrade everything. But when it comes to your idea, you don't want to upgrade it. You don't want to make yourself relevant. So you're going to have a big problem. Access to finance is a big problem when it comes to the key pillar of women empowerment. But we can create our own finance. I said it yesterday. What is it called? We call it, that they say the contribution. What do they call it? Ajo. That's the Yoruba. I don't know. Different people, different places. We need to start creating our own finance. How many people do we have here? We have up to 30, or we have up to 40. If we add up the people that attended yesterday, we have up to 50. Just imagine, let me bring the income down. If we can contribute £100 every month, the 50 of us, that is the startup capital for one person. By the time we go up to 3 years, the whole of us, or if not half of the team, has gotten a startup capital. So we need to learn to provide a soft loan for ourselves. Because most people that give loan, now they want to see track record. How do we have to build our own track record? Finance is very difficult. The bank will not listen to you. They become very stricter, and so when it comes to BNA women, they will not even look at your face. If you don't belong to the class where you can access fund, yes, we want to change policy. But before we change the policy, what is the short-term plan? The long-term plan is changing policy. The short-term plan is we creating our own finance. Global trade opportunity. Some of us don't like to travel. You think when we sit in London, the global trade will attend workshop. We want to finish attending this workshop now. The global trade will just visit us in our dream and then connect us with good. No. You need to start setting money aside to travel. Because we are living in the global world, and you don't want to globalize your leg. And you don't want to globalize your pockets. You don't want to go anywhere. You cannot get that global opportunity if you do not travel. I remember those days when I used to be in the north. When we want to travel, then we don't just play. But what I try to do most of the time is to enter the push car. I will save my money. Do you know the reason why I do that? Because I want to make contacts. Because in the push car, you need push people. Yeah? So you need to spend money to get contacts. You want to go to places, and most of the time we spend most of our time, we go to party, and most of the party that we go to, they just party that creates where we eat and drink. We don't attend party that will create contact. That is something that we need to stop. When we go to all this, our big party we organize, you need to ask yourself, you look at your dressing, look at everything you're spending, 500 pounds, 400 pounds. Just imagine if you put that money together, what opportunity would that create for you? We need to start creating opportunities for ourselves. Go to places that matters. The role of diaspora women entrepreneurs: bridge between continents, promote across-board investment, share expertise and ideas. And that is our role today. What are we going to do after we leave here? How do we bridge that continent? How do we start going back home to start investing? How do we start connecting to people back home and see how we can, other continents, not just Africa, India, Asia, how do we start globalizing our connection? Sometimes we're very comfortable doing business just with black people. No, we need to learn to do intercontinental business, because you never can tell where your niche will be. Promote cross-border investments. You see, look at the Asian market. What can I buy from them? What can I sell? What is here? What can I move from here to Europe to the other side of the world? Share expertise and mentor, and that's what we are doing here. Some of us that are speaking today, we're sharing our ideas, share what we've done. Meet with other people, ask them, speak out. Black female, about our black female entrepreneur, the networking, supporting women entrepreneurs, business training and mentoring, community enterprise. This is something we've done over the years, and we have a track record in Greenwich. They call it the backbone of Greenwich, of Real Greenwich. Because we do not just do this, we make sure we practice our cultural heritage. Because we find that most of the time, because we're not, the only reason why we're not comfortable with what we are or who we are or what we do, because we are not proud of where we come from. We feel we are shy. There's a reason why I started cutting low cuts. My daughter used to be in nursery. She goes to school and then she comes and she says, "Mommy, my hair is not sleeky." I said, "What's sleeky?" Then I'll see my daughter will wear skirts and she'll do like this. I can't understand, I cannot picture it. But she kept telling me my hair is not sleeky. And I said, "Oh," and I said, "What's sleeky?" She said, "My friend has a sleeky hair." I couldn't understand. I went to school and I saw that our friends in Caucasian, they had this beautiful long hair. And I said, "Fatima, me too. My hair is not sleeky." But then I was pink and I said, "My hair is as fuzzy as yours." As I dropped off my daughter in school, I went straight to the barber. That was about 15 years ago. And I told the barber, "Crop the whole thing down." We need to be the role model we want to see in our children. And since then, I never regretted it. Now my daughter keep her afro hair, beautiful, she's happy with it. And me too, I'm happy with this my look because I can make a statement, I can insult whoever I want to insult with my hairstyle. So we need to start building, training, mentoring. We need to do that. Be proud of where we come from. Community enterprise, cooperative. When I went to Nigeria, that's one of the things I said. Cooperative model. The only thing that will move our business, move ourselves together is we start doing that cooperative. come together, set up a business, share shop. Business is not a fashion show. Only me want to own the shop. Put my name, stand there, take a picture. It's not a fashion show. You can share the shop. You know, you share the rent. We've done it successfully in Black Female. We're over 120 members. We share resources. People take the key, go there, do whatever they want to do. You know, during COVID, our studio was like a place for everyone. People come there, use their children can use internet, everything. Share resources, share insurance, share whatever you want to share as a business, share business plan, share platform. You'll find out that you spend less. We need to put more community enterprise. I'm wrapping up. I know that they're beginning to tell me to. Lucy Isaiah Foundation for Female Enterprise. This is something we decided to go. So we don't, sister say something, talk and do. Don't come here and preach to people and you're going to it. So we don't talk and do. We go back home, we set up an NGO that empower young people, skill them, train them, support them. I can say we are proudly aligned with a microfinance company where we are Black Female is a shareholder, because we cannot do everything. Partnership is key. So now we go into secondary school, because one of the key things why we did that, because we saw a lot of people with my work. I work with a lot of families with immigration issue. They come here, big money, spend a lot of money, and they come to this country, and before you know, nothing. The whole thing. I can't believe somebody spent over £50,000. You know, if you have that kind of money in Africa, what are you doing here? You understand me? So we decided to say we need to go back and start educating people that it's time to start using that money back in Africa. Partnership with other people. If 10 of those people that migrated, they put their money together, even though it's 10,000, 20,000, you know how much is that? If they use it, they will buy a land, they will cultivate, they will do something tangible, they will not be treated like a slave in another land or homeless in another land. So now we work with schools before they decided to think leaving school and making that mindset and say we're leaving the country. We are empowering young people. The money we raised as part of our NGO was to give about, we gave about 20 students startup capital. We go to secondary school, they pitch their idea, and we work with the microfinance. I give them the money, they sign the document, and the microfinance work closely with them, mentor them, and make sure that that money is being done properly. They can also take loan. Apart from having the grant, they can also take loan from the microfinance and pay the money back. We also work closely with women in the market and see how we call it soft loan. Small money, 100,000 naira, either 200,000 or 50,000. But small money can start business, pure water business, something that will actually make them financially independent. Impact through collaboration. You can see some of the work we do. When we work together, we create jobs. When we work together, we create our own platform. At the moment, you can see. So let me tell you something. Showcasing is not about, when I say to people, when you showcase, it's not about selling. It's about getting people to know you. And that is why the digital market is key. You showcase, people take your contact detail, they shop later online. You make now customer to become a potential customer.
Yes.
So when you showcase, don't think, oh, no one come to buy. People are seeing you. The most important, you are visible.
Yes.
Because in your house, no one will see you. You're visible, people can see you. Now, I will tell you all these things live on YouTube. If you want the link can be sent to you. So you need to come to platform like this to exhibit, showcase, network, get people to know you. Sometimes we come to exhibition like this, tell people about your products. Tell people, some people, there's some customers that come to me to buy, I'm a designer myself, I make it, I'm an artist. I do artwork, and they just want to listen to your story. By the time they listen to your story, the story sweets enter their brain, they enter their pocket. So learn to tell stories so that people can create stronger community. We are all a big community now. There's a lot of people that I'm going to network with because I've seen them, I've known them. And if we continue to do this, you see those policies, because politically I'm involved. Like I was saying yesterday, politically my council will not be here. When we're ready to go to full council, we're ready to go to community meeting, we shake the whole place. When we are together, we are stronger community, we can march down to the parliament and tell them to change the decision. There's something called, I want to say something, thank you very much. There's something called the UNDK for Africa living in the diaspora as part of slavery. When we have another network, I'm going to do a presentation on that. That tells you what the government needs to do for you as part of preparation for slavery. It's only UK that have not decided to practice that. Other countries are doing it. You can say woman right. Woman right does not come. Woman right has nothing to do with preparation for slavery. So they call it the UNDK. That tells what you are entitled, what government should do to support you. As soon as we form a community like this, what the government is supposed to do to help us. But if we don't form that community, we can't get that help. Global innovation through diversity. Creating that we are different, you know. But at the end of the day, our innovation, as different as we are, that whatever we bring together can create the world to be a better place.
Yes.
I think I'm on my last bit. A call for action. Invest in women leader. Invest in the women lead business. That's what you're doing today. Your time. Sometimes it's not about money, it's about being there. I said to people, don't show up at my event, don't show up at your event. That's why I took my time. Like somebody says going to the UN, I'm supposed to be in the UN something, but I took my time. I said, this is my UN day. You understand? Because there's a UN everywhere. United Nations. This is my United Nation. It's part of. So you need to learn to show up. Some of you don't like to show up. And I need to say that very clearly. We don't like to turn up to events, and we are the one that complain most. When you see other people doing events, even though it's 30 minutes, even though it's an hour, show up. If you cannot show up, distribute the flyer.
Yes.
Nobody that can help us to create that environment if we do not sweep that environment for it to be convenient for all of us. We need to help to build, because once we build another women leader, that will create more events like this. Who is doing this today? It's a women leader. Women leader. The more women leader we have, the more event like this is created, the more platform we create for our young people. Strengthen global partnership. Partner with other people. Partner with, I can say how many countries we're here today. We have Ghana, Sierra Leone, we have, so we are actually, they say women are very strong people. We are actually networking. Forget about those banter we do on social media, talking this, forget that. When it comes to money business, women don't joke with it. Because we are the one that do the mathematics at home, when we do the shopping. We are the one that do the budget. So we understand money business than any other person. So partnership, we should make that partnership global, not just within our circle. Learn to find out what is happening. My sister here, council is doing one event. We should all turn up and show up. Show up in that event. If you know you are doing an event here, this is the opportunity for you to say it before somebody decided to close their diary. Tell us what you are doing so that we form a community of supporters club. We go and show up. Mentor the next generation. Somebody talk about Susan. Susan used to be a volunteer. She also had this teacher, that's why she's rushing to go and beat them. Susan used to be a volunteer, a black female, and now she's a director. Yay. Mentor the next generation. When people are with you, help them to go to the next level. Yes. My director has changed over the years, not because they left, but because they are bigger. Yes. Some of them are contesting as a councillor. Some of them are decided to set up their own. So every 4 years, I push my director. You need to get time to leave, do something to move on. So we should try and make sure that people that volunteer for us, people that are helping us, by the next, just like they do election, yes. Next, help them to upgrade, tell them what is happening. Why if someone is with you and they don't move to the next level, you as a leader, something is wrong with you. Something is wrong. You need to make sure that whoever walk around you must go to the next level. If they are wearing jeans, 2015. By 2016, they should be wearing nice pencil trousers and suits. You understand? There must be a change. Let me see. Just want to say to you all, you can see those are our women, our pop-up markets. the Black Female, that's my restaurant over there, if you want to eat like West African cuisine, is there, and that is my artwork. I'm an artist by profession, even though I do. So we are multi-talent. I call myself the Spider Woman. And we all here should be a Spider Woman. Thank you all for listening.
Wow. We're not very pleased with it. Yes. But as I listen to her, the different points, I have allowed this group of women to be here at this time. Which faith we are following is whichever faith for whatever reason. But it seems to me that we are a room of majority women of faith, which means that we're not relying on ourselves. And what we are doing, but we are recognizing a higher power. And I think that is a basis for our success. It's going to strengthen us, because Lord knows we're going to need strength, because we are also women of change. So, indeed, watch this space, and watch us, and watch all the things that we are going to become. It's interesting that I touch faith at this time, because the person who is going to come next is, again, another man in the mix. So you've got company, sir. If I could ask you...
I don't like competition.
I have a feeling he's not competing. He's wanting to be a companion.
Very good. Very good.
I said this morning that living in the earlier parts of the program, but was committed to something he does with, for those of us that find ourselves in mental health spaces, let me put it like that. We know that too many of us are in such spaces, and we know some of us are in those spaces, and we shouldn't be, or under circumstances that shouldn't really be. I keep seeing this fuzzy thing be put in front of me. I take it as a, and can I just leave it there? Yes. Oh, okay. Yeah. But we have to do what we can to keep our fellow family members out of those spaces. Whatever we can do that can keep them out of those spaces. And sometimes what we have to do is to befriend our neighbor in the community. They're under stress of one type or another. And the wider environment is not always embracing. So whatever we can do to keep each other out of those places, we need to do it. If we don't do it, people have to be, I would use the word incarcerated, but it also can be admitted into spaces that don't necessarily have the best outcome for us. Different could have been done, I say it that way. Different could have been done. You know, the woman who is overwhelmed, her child is overwhelmed, and then they have to section them and things like that. And if there were certain things done by us, community earlier, we could have helped that situation not to become that. Okay? But yeah, let me leave that part alone. So, what you're going to listen to now is an interview, which is about empowering us as women, female entrepreneurs. Many of us are coming from, or out of, or associated with spaces of faith. On this occasion, this person is going to talk about the role of the Black church to support us. We go because we may feel it's our spiritual responsibility or whatever, but does that faith not have responsibility to us? Because there are some that don't go because they say, I go to church, what is the church? What's the point? What will that do for me? Okay, so in this case, and I'm actually acknowledging that we are talking about the Black church, but it doesn't mean that other groups don't do similar or don't have a similar responsibility. Okay, so we're doing this as an interview rather than just what we've been doing right here. So this man sitting here, his name is Mr. Nathan, and he's going to just do what he's here to do.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
I want to thank the organizers of this event for putting it on, for having the vision to bring women together. All of us come into this world through a woman, and we need to give respect, thanks, and honor to the women in our lives. I am Ronald Nathan, and I am what is called a public theologian. In other words, I look at how Christian faith intersects with the public spaces that we have to move in and operate in. I am privileged to be interviewed by a significant woman in my life, who is my wife. Absolutely.
Okay, so, Mr. Nathan, today we've introduced you, but we have some questions. So the first thing that I want to ask is, you spent decades in ministry, community leadership. What at the moment made you realize that the church could be a catalyst for economic power, other than your wife's nagging?
Okay, I have been in Christian ministry for 45 years, actually 46 years this year. I started Christian ministry having a 10-day theological seminary in this country. The Black church is the oldest institution that the Windrush generation has in this country. It came on the ship, came in the hearts of people, it came in the spirituality of all people. And sorry, I should say Saluma to my sisters, maybe a brother as well, who are celebrating Ramadan. And to our Christian brothers and sisters, happy Lent. And so the church is fundamental in giving us vision for how we see ourselves and what we see ourselves doing. The church has significant resources, including the human resources, that could be utilized and be managed. And so I came to understand that very early in Christian ministry, and so find myself in church and on the outside of church, seeking to get people, seeing and understanding that
So you're describing churches as pillars